Act 1 of The Perjur'd Husband, or The Adventures of Venus, by Susanna Centlivre. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Perjur'd Husband, or The Adventures of Venus. A Tragedy. The Prologue.
Such dreadful laws of late 'gainst wit are made. It dares not in the city show its head. No place is safe. Each cuckold turns informer. If we make merry, it must be in a corner. And here's tonight what doubly makes it sweet, a private table and a lady's treat. At her reflections none can be uneasy, when the kind creature does her best to please ye. Humbly she sues, and 'tis not for your glory to insult a lady when she falls before ye. But since no human wit can stand the test, with Gourmand and the champion of the West, she'll fill the lists, and then you cannot slight her. With honor safe, for she's a fair inviter. Expects no favor, but at honor's call defies the boldest Briton of you all. Whatever's her fate, she's sure to gain the field, for women always conquer when they yield.
Dramatis Personae.
Count Bassino, a Savoyard, married to Placentia and in love with Aurelia. Read by Mike Menalakis.
Armando, Bassino's friend. Read by Alan Mapstone.
Alonso, a Venetian gentleman, betrothed to Aurelia. Read by Wayne Cook.
Pizzalto, a noble Venetian. Read by Greg Giordano.
Ludovico, a Frenchman. Read by Rémy.
Placentia, Bassino's wife. Read by Wendy Katz Hiller.
Aurelia, a young Venetian lady, betrothed to Alonso, but in love with Bassino. Read by Jen Broda.
Florella, her woman. Read by Avai.
Lady Pizzalta, Pizzalto's wife. Read by Sonia.
Lucy, her woman. Read by Annie Mars.
Montaigne, servant to Ludovico. Page, servant and singer. Read by Todd.
Stage directions. Read by The Intern 356. Scene: Venice, in carnival time. The Perjur'd Husband. Act 1, Scene 1. The curtains fly up and discover a mask in Pizzalto's house. Pizzalto, Lady Pizzalta, Lucy, Ludovico talking to Lady Pizzalta, Bassino and Aurelia talking together, Florella and other maskers. A Spanish entry. While the dance is performing, enter Armando and gives Bassino 2 letters, which he opens and reads. Lady Pizzalta and Lucy advance to the front of the stage.
Oh, Lucy, I'm undone. That stranger there has charmed my heart. I feel the power of conquering love. Quickly tell me, what shall I do to ease this racking passion?
Nay, madam, I fancy your passion has little occasion for the lenitives. It blazes so violently at first, 'tis like to be soon extinguished.
Dear Lucy, don't trifle with me, but contrive, imagine, do anything to bless thy love-sick mistress with the sight of that dear man. And, as an earnest of further rewards, here, take this.
Gives her a ring.
Madam, I receive your commands with much joy.
Aside.
But your present with much more. I'll try what this projecting brain can do, and if you step into the next room, I'll soon give you an account of my proceedings.
Exit Lady Pizzalta.
Ye gods, what have I done, that you pursue me thus? Why did you e'er decree that I should wed a wife I now must hate? Why did I see the bright Aurelia? Why am I thus torn twixt love and duty? Oh, what pangs, what torments my soul endures! Oh, my Aurelia!
Exeunt omnes, but Lucy and Ludovico. Lucy, pulling Ludovico by the sleeve.
Sir, one word with you.
Your business?
May one ask you a civil question and be resolved?
A civil question, sayest thou? What's it, prithee? A night's lodging? If so, pull off thy mask, and I'll resolve thee instantly. But I never strike bargains in the dark.
I don't know, sir, but it may tend to that, by way of proxy, at the long run. But at present my commission reaches no further than to know your lodgings. If anything comes on't, I fancy 'twill not displease you.
Ludovico, aside.
This is but a pettifogger in intrigues, I find. Egad, I'm like to be pretty well employed during the carnival. Well, considering I'm a stranger here, this hit may be a lucky one, and the lady handsome. Egad, I'll fancy her so, at least. What but for the pleasure of expectation?
What are you studying, sir? Are you so long resolving whether you shall accept the lady's favour or no?
No, faith, child, I'm not over-scrupulous in those matters. Let her be but woman, and we shan't disagree. And so thou mayst tell her. There's a direction for thee.
Tears the superscription of a letter and gives it her. Exit Ludovico.
Frank and easy, à la mode de Paris. Well, these indifferent sparks charm more than all your cringing fops. Now for my business. Let me see. I'll to my lady, she'll write, I'll carry the letter, and the devil will turn saint, if I don't bring 'em together and merit a further recompense. By coupling many have their fortunes made. I only want preferment, not my trade.
Exit Lucy. Scene 2. The scene changes to Basino's lodgings, and discovers the Count in his nightgown, a table with lights, and letters lying on the table.
All things lie hushed in peaceful silence here, all but Basino's mind. Oh, happy he who lives secure and free from love's alarms, but happier far who, master of himself, ranges abroad without that clog, a wife. Oh, rigorous laws imposed on free-born man. On man, by bounteous nature, first designed, the sovereign lord of all the universe. Why must his generous passion thus be starved and be confined to one alone? The woman, whom heaven sent as a relief to ease the burden of a tedious life, and be enjoyed when summoned by desire, is now become the tyrant of our fates.
Takes up a letter.
But hold, Basino, whether does thy passion hurry thy wandering reason, let this letter recall the fugitive, and fix thy senses on duteous love. A wife so young, so fair, so excellent, whose charms not 3 months since did fire thy soul. A wife who dotes on thee, a wife to whom thou sworest eternal love. By heaven I swear again I will be true. This thought again restores my peace of mind. No, charming wife, no, dear Placentia, no, thou shalt not beg in vain. I will return.
Kisses the letter.
But who comes here? My friend Armando?
Enter Armando.
Dear friend, I heard the conflict of your passion, and my joys are now complete, since virtue gains the day.
Yes, dear Armando, the conflict is o'er, and I'm resolved to fly to my Placentia.
Cherish that thought. By heaven, your resolution transports my soul with joy. A kind, a virtuous wife waits your embraces. A wife who, like a turtle, mourns the absence of her dear mate. Haste then, my friend, to drive that cloud of sorrow which o'ercasts her mind, and, like the sun, dispel her gloomy thoughts.
Thanks for your counsel. You, like a god, support my feeble virtue. This very morning I'll prepare for Turin, where time and absence will deface the image of that bewitching beauty which now haunts my tortured mind. Yet, first I'll take my leave of this fair charmer, and heaven grant that I may see her unconcerned.
My lord, what do you mean? Have you well weighed the danger of this visit?
What danger can there be?
Danger, my lord. Consider well how feeble our reason is against the power of beauty.
My resolution's firm. No charm can shake it.
If not her beauty, fear her siren tongue. Fear her endearing prayers, her fond reproaches, her tender sighs, her vows, her trickling tears. Nay, if all this prove vain, fear her despair, a woman, an abandoned woman's rage.
Were there more dangers, yet I'll stay in 'em all. My honor bids me pay this parting visit. My heart shall have no share in what I'll speak. Trust me this once, and be yourself a witness. Basino can control unlawful love.
My lord, 'tis with regret I see you go. May heaven assist you in this dangerous strife.
Scene 3. Aurelia's chamber. She in an undress with Florella.
No more of that. Cease thy ungrateful suit. Alonso is a man I cannot love. I own he's witty, generous, and brave, has all the charms that nature can bestow to fire a woman's heart. Yet I'm insensible. His very sight chills all my trembling spirits. Therefore, name him no more. I charge thee, do not.
Madam, I've done. Yet shall I be permitted to ask a question? Are you then resolved ne'er to admit a passion in your breast?
O dear Florella, press not a confession, which not too well my eyes themselves disclose. Alas, I love to such excess, that though I know I'm loved again, my mind is still perplexed with doubts and jealous fears.
You love and are beloved? Then sure you reach the height of human bliss, and bounteous heaven can scarce give more. But who's the happy man? Is it not Count Basino?
Oh, charming name, there's music in that sound. Yes, Count Basino is the man I love. Canst thou now blame my coldness to Alonso?
Forgive me, madam, if I dare presume to speak my sentiments. I must confess Basino is a man of excellent virtue. His education at the court of Savoy has still refined what he received from nature. His person, too, is charming. And what most women court, he has a title. But then, consider, you are unacquainted with his estate, and though his equipage denotes an ample fortune, yet we see many a stranger here during the carnival, who makes a figure here by industrious gaming. As for Alonso, he was born at Venice, of noble parents, his estate a large one. Even from his youth you had his amorous wishes, and as he grew in years his love increased. You loved him too, nay, which is more, your father approved your mutual loves, and at his death bequeathed you to Alonso.
Oh, my Florella, thou hast roused a thought which will forever break Aurelia's rest. I know my father's tenderness to me made him confirm Alonso's suit, for then I loved Alonso. But were my gentle father still alive, I'm sure he would not cross my inclinations. But oh, Name not my father. I cannot bear the sad remembrance of so great a loss.
Weeps.
But fear you not to offend his peaceful ghost by breaking with the man he destined yours?
'Tis not my fault, and just heaven must forgive what heaven decrees. Yes, 'tis my cruel stars that made my heart inconstant to Alonso. 'Tis with regret I break my plighted faith. In vain I strive to check my newborn love. I cannot live without Basino.
Madam, I wish your passion ne'er prove fatal, but much I fear this inauspicious match.
Enter Basino, Armando.
May heaven avert the unlucky combination of our presaging thoughts. For know, I tremble too. But here's the man that will dispel my fears.
Armando to Basino.
My lord, remember to keep your resolution.
Basino to Armando.
Yes, I will keep it.
To Aurelia.
Madam, you will pardon a morning visit when you know what reasons pressed me to fix it on this early hour. By letters from the court I was last night commanded to return with speed to Turin, and thence led out for France, to represent my sovereign liege in solemn embassy. This day I must prepare to take my journey, though 'tis with killing grief I leave my dear, my fair Aurelia.
To Armando.
Now, my Armando.
My lord, 'tis well, but still be on your guard. The dreadful shock comes on.
This day be gone. What means, my lord? O heaven, my foreboding fears are come to pass. I see a cloud of woes just ready to overwhelm me. Is it possible? How can that form divine harbor such treachery? Is then Basino false? Say, perjured man, how often did you swear this happy day should make you mine forever? How can you forget your solemn vows? Why have I met with this inhuman usage?
Madam, my prince's orders are absolute. My honor is concerned.
Must a vain title be preferred to love? But no, you never loved. 'Twas base deceit. Cursed dissembling men! Their flattering tongues can feign a passion that will look like love, till by degrees they get us in their power. Then, with bold impudence, they draw the visor, and shew the cheat that mocked our credulous hopes. Faithless Basino, how oft you swore your love could never expire, how oft you swore one smile of mine had charms even above the glories of a crown. Those were the oaths I fondly did believe. Those words conveyed a poison to my heart, and even now I feel its mighty force. My head turns giddy, and my trembling knees betray their sinking burden. Alas, I faint, I die.
She faints. Basino runs and embraces her.
Oh, stay, my love, my life, my soul, my all. The conflict's past, and I am thine again. But she is breathless. O ye rigorous gods, give back her soul, or let my own be plunged to dark Elysium. Oh, my dear Aurelia.
Hugs her.
Is this your resolution? By heaven, I blush to call you friend. Your wife, my lord, remember your wife.
Curse on that name. Urge me no more to follow your chimeras, lest you oblige me to break off that friendship you blush to own. Oh, my Aurelia.
Armando aside.
How sweet is treacherous vice! How eagerly fond man pursues his ruin! All arguments were vain. Yet still one way remains, which cannot fail to stop the progress of this impious love. His wife, by my direction, comes to Venice. Her sight will soon awake his slumbering virtue. At least it will retrieve Aurelia's senses.
Exit Armando. Aurelia, recovering.
Where am I? Where's my lord, my false Basino?
Here, here, my soul, my charming dear.
Aurelia thrusts him off.
Hold off! Approach me not! Urge not my rage, or with this dagger I'll revenge my wrongs on thy perfidious heart. But oh, his heart's too hard, even for tempered steel. Therefore, I'll sheath it here.
Offers at her breast. Basino snatches the dagger and throws himself at her feet in a distracted manner.
Oh, hold! Forbid it, gods! I am the cursed cause, and I must die. Oh, who could bear my load of mortal woe? Ye heavenly powers, bestow the stroke of grace, and rack Basino. Let your vengeful thunder now crush my guilty head. Or thou, O parent earth, open thy bosom, and conceal my crime.
Tears the ground.
Is he then mine again?
Falls down.
Look up, my lord, my love, my life, my dear Basino, 'tis Aurelia calls. Let me forever fold thee in my arms, and beg thou to never speak of parting more.
Embraces him. Both rise and embrace in an ecstasy.
Oh, never, never! The poles shall meet, the sun and moon invert their wonted motion ere I part from thee. I fondly tried how much I was beloved, and since you're true, my bliss is now complete.
Was it but a trial? Then my griefs are vanished, and I am lost in joy. Basino's mine.
They embrace again.
Thine, thine forever, and this happy day shall end Aurelia's fears.
Aside.
Ha! This day, said I, but where's Placentia then? My wife Placentia. Little does she think what baseness I intend. Oh, racking thought! But 'tis resolved, I'll change nor think no more. I'll try to plunge and reach the blissful shore, and if I sink, yet still this hope's my friend. I'll snatch my treasure ere my course I end.
My lord, what makes you pause?
The ravishing thoughts of mighty joys to come kept me in ecstasy and made me dumb. When on thy snowy breast dissolved I lie, what monarch can there be more blessed than I?
Basino leads her off with a languishing air. Enter Alonso.
Sure, if my eyes deceive me not, I saw Aurelia with the Count just parting hence. Dissolved in love and languishing they seemed. A damnation, I cannot bear the thought. I'll after 'em.
Alonso going. Enter Florella. Florella aside.
Ha! Alonso here. I must prevent a discovery.
Florella here. She comes opportunely. She may inform me of what I yet but fear. Good morrow, Florella. How fares my love, my dear Aurelia?
Signor, good morrow. You are an early visitant.
Not for a man in love. But answer me, how does Aurelia?
Well in health. Only she's now and then in a little fit of melancholy, such as usually proceeds from timorous doubts about that dreadful state of matrimony. You know the time draws nigh that gives her to your arms?
By heaven, 'tis an age. There is 6 days yet to come.
Florella aside.
An age indeed, if he knew all.
But haste, Florella, lead me to my dear. She only can contract the tedious age of lingering pain, and soothe it with her smiles. Say, is she alone?
Yes. No!
Aside.
Oh, heaven, what shall I say? She's a...
Ah, what means this faltering answer? All's not right, and my suspicions true.
Signor, my lady is not dressed, and I shall displease her in admitting even you without her leave.
Ah, not dressed. Take heed you mock me not. nor think to blind me with your feigned excuse. For in your guilty face I read the truth. Come, tell me, who's the wither? It's not Bassino.
Florella, aside.
Oh, heaven, what shall I say?
Nay, no study. Lying will not do. I saw them apart from hence. Just now I saw them. Harkee, sweet mistress. How long have you practiced this subtle trade? I find you're much improved. Hell and damnation, quickly. Tell me, what did Bassino give for his admittance? I'll double the reward. But she's not dressed for me. Oh, damn sex.
Signor, what do you mean?
To see Aurelia, see her instantly. Nay, by heaven, I will. All opposition's vain. For by the avenging power of love, I swear, though in the Bassino's arms I'll drag her thence, only to cast her from my sight forever. Nor shall he live to triumph in my shame. What though the marriage rites be not performed, yet I may call her wife. Her father gave her to me, and her own vows have fixed my heart in hers. Must then Alonso be denied admittance, under the poor pretence that she's not dressed, whilst base Bassino lies dissolved in pleasures on her perfidious breast? Oh, killing thought! She makes my name of husband infamous, even before the priest has joined our hands. I mean, and if the affront I tamely bear, may heaven deny me my latest prayer.
Exeunt. Scene 4. Ludovico's lodgings. Ludovico solus.
Who waits?
Enter Mountain.
Did you call, sir?
Mountain, run to Signora Ranquilla and tell her I have done with her forever if she does not send this evening the 100 ducats she promised to lend me. And harkee, as you come back, acquaint Signora Cornara I shall be busy tomorrow, and desire she will put off her visit till another day.
Knocking at the door.
Sir, there's somebody at the door.
See who 'tis.
Sir, a gentlewoman desires to speak with you.
A gentlewoman! Admit her. Well, 'tis a great fatigue to oblige the whole sex.
Enter Lucy.
Oh, what news from your lady?
This will inform you, sir.
Gives him a letter.
A letter.
Reads.
Though it may seem improper for one of my sex to make the first step in an amour, yet you ought to consider that the rigorous confinement we are under all the year round may in some measure excuse the liberties we take during the carnival. If you have the courage to meet me, I shall be at 4 in the afternoon in the Piazza d'Espagna, invisible to all but yourself. Well, I believe all women in Venice are wild for gallants.
Sir, what answer shall I return to my lady?
Ludovico, aside.
Egad, I am in doubt whether I shall throw my time away on this intrigue or no. Harkee, child, step into the next chamber, and I'll answer your message instantly.
Exit Lucy.
Let me see.
Reads in his table book.
Monday at 2 in the afternoon I am to meet Signora Bellezza at her nurse's. She's a pretty rogue, and so I'll go. At 3 of the clock, Signora Dorinda, the senator's wife, at the Indian house. Pshaw, she's an old acquaintance. I shan't go. At half an hour past 3, the Countess Wrinkle, who presented me with a gold-hilted sword. Silly fool! Does she think I'll bestow one of my visits on an old shriveled piece of antiquity for a trifling present, not worth above 60 pistoles? At 4:15, my seamstress Dorothy Steenkirk, who supplies me with linen. Oh, this visit may be put off for a new intrigue. And so I'll acquaint the messenger.
Exit Ludovico. The end of the first act.